All right, guys, what's going on? It's Josh. Sorry I have not been as active, and the quality on this is probably not going to be as good. I actually am on the go right now, working on a few houses. I'm working on even acquiring a multi-unit, an apartment complex. So, looking all around the country. So, if any of you guys have any suggestions, feel free to reach out with that. But been super, super busy, but I think I left you guys a pretty good video to watch, and that's why I'm making this video. I want to go over some of those trades and just talk about those. Excuse the clickbait, or I guess dramatic title, but I even had somebody send me a message today. A few people, I had one guy said he made $10,000, so I was very, very impressed. That's where I was like, damn. And another guy made like 6,000. Shout out Jose, and a few of my other friends and people just who've been following on the YouTube channel and Instagram. They reached out, said they watched the video, did good. So I want to go over those, explain them a little bit more in depth, and now even just highlight my timing and the cool stuff that happened with the options. So it's going to be a good learning opportunity. And even then, I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, I'm new to all this. What you're saying in your videos is just sounds so foreign. I don't get what any of these means. Check out the free stock trading course. It's in the link in this bio right here. But now, too, let me know your specific questions. I'll make videos. A lot of things we've covered if you go through the YouTube video, but I'm telling you, once you kind of watch enough of these, you will pick up on it. You'll, some terminology may be confusing, but at the end of the day, I think watching is the best thing, because even if you know the basics, even if you know, and this goes for all of you now, it doesn't matter who you are, what experience level, watching somebody trade or seeing kind of the logic behind these trades, this is kind of just my video trade log for you guys, so you have to kind of get that down to understand, because even if you know everything, it's not going to change the fact when you go to execute a trade and you're in there and really understanding what is a good play, what is a bad play. That it's not on Investopedia, it's not anywhere. You're not going to learn that in a course. That's just going to be through experience, which is why I recommend paper trading. And now let me even say this too. I made this video, the first video I said, don't use this to make plays. I know a lot of people jumped in on those trades. Be very cautious, because it's easy to be happy now. When I make a losing trade, you guys saw I went through my losing trades. I lose a lot. You don't want to get pissed off. So, just be careful, be cautious with how you're going about things. Dang it, Boeing dropping. I wanted those. See, there's some Boeings I'm looking at now, but markets being whoa, that's a big drop on the market. Actually, give me a second, you guys. See, you guys are seeing, the market's live now, so I want to see what's happening, but should I just go get those Boeings? I think I might grab those Boeings. But those Boeings, I think I'm going to lose out on. And really, what I'm trying to do, I don't want to buy those Boeings. I've had a bunch of winning trades. I found a good Boeing I want to put a couple $100 into, but I don't want to get carried away. And that's something you guys should learn too. And, you'll see kind of these moves in the market. But like I was saying, you guys are going to be, I understand some of you might play these. Just be careful. I put these out so you could learn and paper trade with them. So even though I'm flexing with this, I'm flexing so you guys will pay attention and see. The real thing to take advantage of is what I'm watching, how I'm watching it, and the strike prices I've selected. So keep that in mind. So now let's get into the trades. We got Regen. I had Google. I sold out. I bought those very, very cheap. I think I bought those at like $200-300 or maybe 400. Sold those for 1,100. Regen, I bought them for like 80 cents. The thing that was annoying with these is you could have got these for 50 cents. I had my one buddy pick them up. He sent me a DM. He picked them up at like 25 cents or something. Dude, what is going on with the market? Hold on. See, now really, so you guys are watching what's happening now. I don't think this is going to be like a big drop. However, I know there's stuff going all the way down from Canada. I don't have my Bloomberg up, all the way down to there's the Canada trade deal and some other stuff, but I'm trying to see. It looks kind of big on my chart, but I'm checking my news. I go through my Twitter, see what's going on. I don't know if I can make a play. I'm not really seeing anything big move. Google's kind of dropping, but maybe we could make a little SPX gamble. This is not, I totally did not mean for the video to go this way, but since you guys are here, might as well watch it and you guys could see kind of how I'm going about this. See, I'm looking for an option that's going to expire tomorrow. See if there's anything cheap to just play a down to 885. See, so like 2 885, $80 for tomorrow to go like where no, below yesterday. That's too much. So there's a lot of implied volatility now that spreads are widening because of this drop, but I'm not seeing too much general weakness. Amazon's still going up, and other stocks haven't really dropped too much. So maybe I just keep freaking out. Oh, AKRX. I like Acorn actually. This looks like a drug approval. Let's see, man, what? Right when I want to make a video, all these trades start popping up. So I'm checking on Twitter to see if there's anything. This one looks like a drug approval. See, and these are the stuff you could gamble on sometimes. I'd see if they are cheap at all. Like what, 80 cents for 25 for September? That's kind of expensive. It's already up, but until something goes crazy with this, I just need to stay focused here. So this is kind of how my trading days go sometimes, especially, you know, there's stuff going on. You see the market drop. Market is still dropping too. I have an eye on that on my other screen, but stuff is also moving up. So let me get back to what I was going to show you guys. Let's go to the regen. And like I said, these, you could have got these for 50 cents. I bought them at 80. It was a $400 call. And, you know, I got those August 24th. So I bought them around here. You guys could see in the video. And, you know, what my logic was, both, you know, and BIBB, Biogen, a lot of the big pharmas, they've been doing very, very well right now. And, you know, it was just a play where it was cheap enough. And then even as it went to $50, became even cheaper. It was very, very likely that with the market going up already, with Biogen and Regen showing relative strength against some of the emerging market Turkey stuff, if the market did bounce, this was going to be one that was going to heavily go towards it. I'm not playing this as a drug factor. This is kind of just a market hedge and getting exposure to different industries at an appropriate price. And what I mean by that is now Regen was a cheap option, 80 bucks for a stock that moves a lot. And you could see because it's moved what, 25, almost 30, 35 bucks since that call price. And, you know, I was only 25 bucks out the money, but it did hit 415 today and then came down. But this is what I want to show too, is understanding the timing with the options. I thought it was really cool. I showed this to one of my friends. I have a lesson on it. I might post it. I did the same thing I'm doing now. I went over Regen to show kind of how the prices moved, because this is a weekly option and you got to be very, very careful with it. And one thing I want you to notice, I sold at 129 for 780. So I bought it for that 80 cents you guys saw, sold it for $780, and I sold it 829 yesterday. So what I want you guys to see is where the price of the stock went relative to the option and why I sold. You know, 129 is like right here. I sold at this 780 mark, and you know, the stock was at 406. But now the stock is trading at 407.83, and the option is the same price. And at one point, this contract was worth today $1,500, so I left double the money on the table. However, you know, this is why you guys should have sold out. You know, this is what I want to explain. Sure, it would have been a good position, but I don't want to hold that risk, because again, you're buying something that's saying, you know, come tomorrow, you're only going to make, there's going to be no time premium. You're only going to make dollar for dollar after a price above 400. So it really just wasn't worth it. And I want you to see how Monday stock went up like, you know, 15 bucks or something, $14, and it still, the option only went up like 20 cents, 30 cents, and then it stayed the same. And then once it stayed the same, it dropped these contracts to 50. And this is where I want to highlight, when, you know, there's only 5 days left, 20% of the time period, if the stock's not moving, people are gonna, the momentum drops and that implied volatility goes down. That's why I sold it at 780 into strength with a few days left, because if it's going up, there's still 2 days left even, but you're selling into the uptrend, you're gonna get more money, a few bucks more even then, than really if the stock ended up higher. So yeah, I missed out on being able to sell it for 1,500 or even like 900 at the end of the day. But again, with these, you want to be safe when it's a weekly, because I've seen it and I've played Regen before. If you guys go look through my other trades, I've talked about it when I went through my losses. I've gotten killed on Regen and I was pissed off because I'm always up on these trades. I just never sell it. It moves a lot essentially and has that potential too. So that's what I wanted to highlight on that. And then the other one, the Microsoft, I bought 10 of those that you guys saw. I bought them for about 50 cents. And you guys see, you know, I bought them and I sold half of them at 221. So I bought it at 50 cents, spent 500 bucks. It goes up to 221. So now I could have sold 5 of these contracts for $1,000 and some change. I sold those. Now my rests are free and I get to hold them. And the best part with that play was what I was highlighting. Those were different plays. I even got to play Amazon. I got a nice Amazon I'm holding now. I'm already in the money. It's having this crazy run. But what I did with Microsoft, and this is what I was talking about in the video, is it was going on a good streak. It hit 52-week highs. That's what I was kind of coming into. But really, the fact of why I liked it was, let me pull up a smaller chart. You can see on the 24th, it was just coming up, still off of its highs, lower, and then based on the timing of the contracts were relatively cheap. When we go look at these, you could see on August 24th, they were only slightly up. Actually, no, I bought them at the lower end, of the candle. Even though they closed at 80 cents, I was able to acquire them at what? 57 cents. So, getting them lower was good. And, I pretty much got them at the day before's price. I acquired them lower. I didn't really pay too much of a premium, more than they were at 4 days ago when they were a little off their highs. I paid half of that price, that 70 cents. It was just a cheap play. And the beauty of it was very realistic when the stock was at, where was Microsoft on 824? Between 107 and 108, 109, for the stock to move $2 in about a month, in a week, that was, or about a month, I'd say, month of real trading days. That was just a easy play. It was priced pretty cheap, kind of expensive. 50 cents was a little more. I wish I could have got it cheaper, but in the end, it was a solid play, and I got it, and I got some of those other ones. And then Google too. I want to show this one. This is the other one I sold out here for, I believe, $1,200. 1140 on the 1255. And again, this was the same logic as the regen. And again, we're not really talking about how much of how I got into the play. Go watch that video if you want to know why I selected that. I'm really talking now the exit, so you guys could see front to back what I've done, how much money I'm leaving on the table, and that's a key thing to note. But I do want you guys to look at these and always look back in time. And what I mean by that is, you see all these instances of trades. You could go back through my last couple weeks of videos and see I've left a lot of money on the table, but usually in the long run, it seems like I left a lot, but when I look back on it, I should have just taken it, because these contracts are volatile. So here's the Google. I bought this one. I think I got it the same day. I got it for like $300, I believe. So $300 or $400. Sold it for $1,200. But what I want to highlight with this is the same thing with the, why I did what I did. I think I was even down at it after Tuesday. I got it on Friday. Stock jumps up. The option pretty much it went up with it for the most part, worth 1,000. But then yesterday, the day before yesterday, dropped. Google didn't do good. It went right back to its original price. And then Google shot up. And this is where I sold, because why? It shot up. It had momentum and it was coming here along with this price. And I could have sold it for more, but pretty much I said, hey, if I could get $1,100 for it, 1140, I kind of sold more towards the end. Fact was, I knew, even today, it's better to sell it with a day of time going up and already having that IV juiced into it than trying to hold till today. Because now, even if I held to today, the stock went up a little more, but really the chances to sell above that 1100, you see more often than not. I was low on this day, but spacing it across to this next day, that was a good sell. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. But again, it's just the fact, little amount of time, even if I'm $5 in the money, I got $1,400. I got $1,100 for that. I'm not trying to just be $5 in the money come expiration and only make $500. So that's to explain all those. Hopefully you guys learned something from all these trades. Hopefully they all help out. And if they didn't, well, ask me a question. But if it did help, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. And yeah, my bad on the delays, but hopefully you guys had time to go through those videos. And if you made money, congratulations. Continue to be smart and continue to keep paper trading. Love you guys. Peace out.